was like the light bulb moment for me to say like, I'm gonna actually go from this is a passion to I wanna make this something I make profit from. So there's 4 stages that I went through in order to get to my first 10 customers. So the first stage I started with was homies. Reach out to the people who know you and like you. And so for me, honestly, all I did was I took out this amazing piece of technology, which is my phone. And then I looked through my contacts, leads, reached out to a handful of my friends, and I got about 6 of them ish to say, yes, I will let you train me for free because we're friends and you need before and after pictures. And that's pretty much all I did. It wasn't really that hard because people knew that I loved fitness, and I just said, I'll help you for free and be a homie, and they said, sure. And so the reason I started with homies specifically was because I needed before and afters. I needed testimonials. I needed results, because I figured if anybody was like me, they would think, well, sure, maybe you say that you can do that, but why should I believe you? And so I solved really over the top, and this habit, maybe I lucked into it the first time, but I have done it with every single business I have ever started, which is get proof before anything. Like if you have 100 pieces of proof and a terrible offer versus an amazing offer and no proof, the guy with 100 pieces of proof is gonna win. You don't even need that many pieces of proof for people to believe you. You need proof that is similar enough to them that they will believe that what you did for that person will also work for them. And so the testimonials that I had one guy who lost 50 pounds. I had a girl who lost 50 pounds. I had a guy did like a recomposition. He stayed the same weight, but like looked crazy different afterwards. And so that kind of like covered a handful of different avatars for me later. Now that wasn't on purpose. That just kind of worked out to who responded to me, and they all had different goals, but it worked to show that I knew what I was doing. After I had my homies, this took me like 6 months. So mind you, it's like, I will take 3 minutes in this video to explain it, but it was 6 months of my life. And if you're like, man, I wanna get rich in 6 seconds, that's amazing. Wait for stage 4, because I'll tell you what I would have done differently to make this happen faster. But the second step I did was I asked them for referrals. Referrals are the most important type of marketing for a variety of reasons. Number 1, referrals are free. And so if you are poor, great place to start. Number 2, referrals have higher likelihoods of buying at higher prices. So that means these leads are worth more than every other type of lead because they have a higher conversion rate and at higher prices, which is banger. Third reason that they're also more valuable leads is that people who come from referral are also more likely to refer. And so the way that you come in is the more likely way that you will get somebody else to come in. For all those reasons, referrals are sweet. The big picture reason that referrals are so important when you're starting is that if you're not getting any, it means you're not that good. And so you don't want to let more people know you suck. So instead, you want to let as few people know that you suck until eventually people find out about how good you are, which is the right thing. Then you can pour gas on the fire and do all the other ways of advertising. And so for those of you who are starting out, who are really just at the very beginning here, then I want to give you what I wish I knew. And believe it or not, we're actually running this as a little experiment inside of school right now, and the results are astounding. I'm not going to share the stats yet, but they're really, really good. We took the rule of 100 for warm outreach, and we've actually kind of like broken it down into something, a 3-step process that's really tactical. They're calling it the rule of 300. And if you don't know what the rule of 100 is, which I talk about in my $100 million leads book, it's the fundamental process of applying 100 repetitions to any of these things. So 100 warm outreaches means you reach out to people who know you. Mind you, it doesn't have to be your homies. Like you probably have 300 friends on Facebook and 500 followers on Instagram or whatever, all 300 people inside of your cell phone. Like those are all the people you know. You reach out one-on-one to 100 plus cold prospects, people who don't know you. You spend 100 minutes making content, and then you post that content. To be clear, you don't just spend 100 minutes making content and do nothing, you post it. And then finally, you can spend $100 a day on ads at minimum. All right, that's how you get started. Now, obviously you can spend more on ads, but you should spend at least 100 minutes making the ads, researching, looking at hooks, recording, etc. But if you do that every single day, you will get customers because you will let people know that you exist. Now, the